ಕೆಳಗಡೆ ಕೇಳುಗರು ತುಂಬ ಜನ ಕೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀರಾ. ಉಪಾಸನ ಅವರು ಫಸ್ಟಿಂದ ಕೇಳಿಸ್ಕೊತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ ಅನಿಸುತ್ತೆ. ಮೇಲೆ ಬಂದು ತಮ್ಮ ಒಂದು ವಿಚಾರಗಳಿದ್ರೆ ಹಂಚ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡಿ, ಮನೋಹರ್ ಅವರು ಕೂಡ ಒಂದು ಬುಕ್ ಹಾಕಿದ್ದಾರೆ DPಯಲ್ಲಿ, ಹೋಮೋ ಡಯಸ್. ಅದು ಕೂಡ ಒಳ್ಳೆ ಬುಕ್. ಅದು ಯುವಾಲ್ ನೋವಲ್ ಲಹರಿ ಅವ್ರದ್ದು, ಹರಾರಿ ಅವರ ಬುಕ್ ಅದು, ಹೋಮೋ ಡಯಸ್. ಮತ್ತು ಅವ್ರದ್ದು ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಪುಸ್ತಕ ಅದೇ ಶೀರ್ಷಿಕೆ ಅಡಿಯಲ್ಲೇ ಒಂದು ಬುಕ್ ಇದೆ, ಸೇಪಿಯನ್ಸ್ ಅಂತೇಳಿ. ಅದು ಕೂಡ ಅದ್ಭುತವಾದಂಥ ಒಂದು ಪುಸ್ತಕ. DP ನೋಡಿದಾಗ ನನಗೆ ಜ್ಞಾಪಕ ತುಂಬ ಧನ್ಯವಾದಗಳು ಮನೋಹರ್ ಸರ್. ಸೊ ಈ ಥರ ಬಹಳಷ್ಟು
ಸರ್ ಅವಾಗಲೇ ನಾನು ಅದನ್ನ ಮೆನ್ಷನ್ ಮಾಡೋಣ ಅನ್ಕೊಂಡೆ. ಮನೋಹರ್ ಅವರು ಅದನ್ನ ಹಾಕಿದ್ರು. ಈ ಸೇಪಿಯನ್ಸ್ ಅನ್ನೋದು ಇಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಮೇಕಿಂಗ್ ಎ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಮ್ ಅರೌಂಡ್ ದ ವರ್ಲ್ಡ್. ಇಟ್ಸ್ ಒನ್ ಆಫ್ ದ biggest seller and the most book which is translated into many languages. Yuval Noah Harari ಅವರು ಸೇಪಿಯನ್ಸ್ ಬುಕ್ ಅದ್ಭುತವಾದ ಬುಕ್ ಸರ್. ಅದು ಅವರು ತುಂಬಾ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ರಿಸರ್ಚ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಡೇಟಾನ ಕಲೆಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಬರ್ದಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಹರಾರಿ ಅವರು ತುಂಬಾ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿದೆ. ಆಮೇಲೆ ಹರಾರಿ ಲೆಕ್ಚರ್ಸ್ ಕೂಡ ತುಂಬಾ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿದೆ. ಯೂಟ್ಯೂಬ್ ಅಲ್ಲೆಲ್ಲ ಸಿಗುತ್ತೆ, ಅಮೇಸಿಂಗ್ ಲೆಕ್ಚರ್ಸ್ ಸಿಗುತ್ತೆ ನಮ್ಗೆ. ಅಬೌಟ್ ಅವರ್ ಸಿವಿಲೈಸೇಷನ್ ಇರ್ಬೋದು, ಅಥವಾ ಮನುಷ್ಯನ ಇತಿಹಾಸ, ಈ ಎವಲ್ಯೂಷನರಿ ಬಯಾಲಜಿನ ಅವರು ತುಂಬಾ ಸಿಂಪಲ್ ಲ್ಯಾಂಗ್ವೇಜ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ವಿತ್ ತಮ್ಮ ಮಧ್ಯದಲ್ಲಿ ಹಾಸ್ಯವನ್ನ ಸೇರಿಸಿ ಬರ್ತಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ತುಂಬಾ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿದೆ ಸೇಪಿಯನ್ಸ್. ಇವನ್ ಹೋಮೋಡಿಯಸ್ ಕೂಡ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿದೆ. ಹೋಮೋಡಿಯಸ್ ಇಸ್ ಅಬೌಟ್ ಫ್ಯೂಚರ್, ಹೇಗೆ ನಮ್ಮ ಸಿವಿಲೈಸೇಷನ್ ಯಾವ ಕಡೆ ಹೋಗ್ಬೋದು, ಈ AI ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಎಲ್ಲ ಬರೀತಾರೆ. ಆಮೇಲೆ ಇದು ಸೇಪಿಯನ್ಸ್ ಇಸ್ ಅಬೌಟ್ ದ ಹ್ಯೂಮನ್ ಹಿಸ್ಟ್ರಿ, ಹೋಮೋಸೇಪಿಯನ್ ಹಿಸ್ಟ್ರಿ. ಅದನ್ನ ನಾನು ಅವಾಗಲೇ ಮೆನ್ಷನ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಇದ್ದೆ ಸರ್. ಸಂದೇಶ್ ಸರ್, ನನಗೆ ಮರ್ತೋಯ್ತು. ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ಸ್ ಟು ಮನೋಹರ್ ಸರ್.
ಶೋರ್ ಸರ್. ಆಮೇಲೆ ಆಸ್ಟ್ರೋಫಿಸಿಕ್ಸ್ ಫಾರ್ ಪೀಪಲ್ ಇನ್ ಎ ಹರಿ ಅಂತ ಒಂದು ಬುಕ್ ಇದೆ, ನೀಲ್ ಡಿಗ್ರಾಸ್ ಟೈಸನ್ ಅವ್ರ ಬುಕ್. ಅದು ಆಸ್ಟ್ರೋಫಿಸಿಕ್ಸ್ ಫಾರ್ ಪೀಪಲ್ ಇನ್ ಎ ಹರಿ. ಅದು ಸಣ್ಣ ಪುಸ್ತಕ, ಭಾಳ ಯೂಸ್ಫುಲ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಸರ್ ಮಾತಾಡಿ ಸರ್, ಕೃಷ್ಣ ಸರ್ ಮಾತಾಡಿ. ಓಕೆ, ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಯು ಸೋ ಮಚ್ ಸರ್. ಬಂದಿದ್ದಕ್ಕೆ ತುಂಬ ಧನ್ಯವಾದಗಳು ಸರ್. ಪಾಲ್ಗೊಂಡಿದ್ದೀರಾ, ಭಾಳಷ್ಟು ವಿಚಾರಗಳು. ತುಂಬ ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ಸ್ ಸರ್. ಬನ್ನಿ ಸರ್, ಈ ಥರ ವೇದಿಕೆಗೆ ಬನ್ನಿ. ಶನಿವಾರಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ವಿಜ್ಞಾನದ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಭಾಳಷ್ಟು ವಿಚಾರಗಳು ಹಂಚ್ಕೊಳ್ತಿರ್ತೀವಿ ಸರ್. ನಿಮಗೆ ತಿಳಿದಂಥ ವಿಷಯಗಳಿದ್ರು ಬಂದು ಮಾತಾಡಿ ಸರ್. ನಿಮಗೂ ಈ ವೇದಿಕೆ ಇದೆ. ಸೊ ವೆರಿ ಐ ಆಮ್ ಹಂಬಲ್ ಟು ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಯು ಹಿಯರ್ ಸರ್. ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಯು ಸೋ ಮಚ್ ಸರ್.
ಓಕೆ, ಬಾಯ್.
ಶೋರ್ ಸರ್. ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ವಿಷಯ ಮಾಹಿ ಅವರೇ, ನೀವು ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ರಿ ಜಯಸಿಂಹ. ಓಕೆ ಸರ್, ಐ ಥಿಂಕ್ ಓಕೆ, ಶೋರ್. ವಸಂತನ್ ಅವ್ರು ಬಂದಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಅವರು ಇಂಗ್ಲೀಷ್ ಬುಕ್ಸ್ಗಳ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಬಹಳಷ್ಟು ವಿಷಯಗಳನ್ನು ಹಂಚ್ಕೊತಾರೆ. ಐ ಥಿಂಕ್ ಈಗ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಇಂಗ್ಲೀಷಿಗೆ ನಾವು ಚೇಂಜ್ ಆಗೋಣ ಅಂತ, ಯಾಕಂದರೆ ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಕನ್ನಡ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ ಆಗ್ಬೋದು. ಮೂಲತಃ ತಮಿಳ್ನಾಡಿನವರು. ಹಾಯ್ ಸರ್, ವಸಂತನ್ ಸರ್, ಹೌ ಆರ್ ಯು ಡೂಯಿಂಗ್? ವಿ ಡಿಡ್ ಅ ಸೆಷನ್ ಆನ್ ಸೈನ್ಸ್ ಬುಕ್ಸ್. ನೈಸ್ ಟು ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಯು ಬ್ಯಾಕ್.
Yes sir, thank you sir. Kannada ಅವರು ಇಂಪ ಭಾಷಾ. So I love Kannada, but I'm not fluent. I can maybe grasp some 50% of Kannada. So forgive me for speaking in English, but soon I will learn Kannada. I'm very sorry. I love Kannada. Okay, the science book that I love is It's Not You, It's Your Biology by Joe Kirk. I don't know how many of you would have come across that book. Please read that book. I recommend that book for all people right from teenage. It's a good sex education book about why we fall in love, why we get sexual jealousy, why we cannot handle depression, why we get that anger, that frustration when our partner cheats on us, what exactly women want, what exactly men want, what is our sexual arousal pathway, and what is female sexual arousal pathway, why gay thing happens, why lesbian happens, why we choose our partner. No, it's everything about it. It's all about science. Everything related to our hormones, related to our genes, and and comparing it with the evolutionary biology and with other species, how they choose partner, how they live, why we prefer monogamous relationship, why people cheat. No, it's like we don't even need a moral guide once you read that book. None of the holy books could come close to this book. It's Not You, It's Your Biology. Religious books could come close to this book in guiding people's morality. So it's a very beautiful book. I recommend that book, sir. Thank you.
Sir, can you please repeat
that? Sir, could you repeat it again, sir? Yeah.
It's Not You, It's Your Biology.
Okay, sure sir. And any
by
other?
Joe Kirk. Joe Kirk. Quirk.
Joe Kirk. Quirk. Okay sir.
Yes, and we used to read that in our Clubhouse, but now we are not reading it every, once in a week or 2 weeks we used to read it, and many teenagers, many college going guys, because that is very important, because today nobody is we are thought about reproductive system. We watch porn movies, but we watch, we get the idea of love from movies, but we don't get what exactly it's in our body, why our brain behaves like that, what exactly our partner, either be females or males, what is that we expect. These things are never thought scientifically. So that's a wonderful book explaining stuffs. I recommend that book especially for college students and teenagers, or people who are in divorce phase, or who are unable to get into their partner, or they have some issues with the partner, or they want to come out of depression. They can use that book.
Thank you, sir. Any other recommendations, sir? Any other suggestions from your side, Vasantan sir?
Yeah, and there is one more book by David Eckerman. It's called The Brain. So it's a very beautiful book. Again, this book, I'm reading it now. It wonderfully describes what brain is all about. See, I'll tell you one small passage from that. Our brain is enclosed in a dark skull, and it does not have eyes, it does not have nose, it's actually a combination of nerve cells. That's it, plain nerve cells with 60% of fat and water. But still, this brain is the one that makes all our decisions, instincts. And then the section of the brain, like midbrain and the hind brain and the central brain and the lobes, occipital, parietal, frontal, temporal lobes, what are these functions? What enables us to decide rationally, and why people get psychosis, why we hallucinate, why we get high, why we get addicted. It's a beautiful book about brain. So it says how the for example, the brain does not see anything because it doesn't have an eye. Eye is a separate organ, but then the nerves that connect the eye, which is an exterior part, is it converts the photons, the light, into imagination or into a sensory product, and then it makes us to understand this is how the world is. So if there is an issue there, if there is an issue in the nerve, how do people see differently? So they have described, yes, he is a neuroscientist, so he has described various clinical cases, like patients who have been blind all through their life, and they've imagined things, this is how it will be, this is how human faces will be, and then one fine day they get their eyesight back after a surgery, corneal surgery, and the first time when they see people, they get completely confused. For 1 month it is very tough for them, and they would even think it's better that I would have been blind, because it's very difficult for the brain to cope up with the new to alter the imaginations. So that one, and then phantom limb, where when people have their legs or hands, one of the legs or hands amputated, they still believe that it still exists, that hand is there, and then after a long time only they will realize, oh my god, it's just a wooden hand, it's not a real hand. So that one, and then how do we get dreams? Like, for example, when your eyes is shut down, your skins do not get any sensory input, your nose does not smell anything, your mouth does not talk to anyone, but still you are able to dream, and the dream makes you to feel things are very real. Only when we wake up, we find out, oh, that was a dream. But till in that dream, we feel like we are really talking, we are really seeing that person face to face, we are really touching stuffs, we are really smelling. So the brain is able to create that image. So that was really mind-blowing. I read that and I became half mental after reading that book. What the hell is this? So it was a beautiful book, very beautiful. It's way beyond our imagination, the brain. So that's one book I would love to suggest.
Sir, the brain, who is the author?
I think it's David Eckerman. Just give me a sec, it's in my Kindle bookstore.
David Eagleman, I'm seeing in Amazon.
David Eagleman. Yes,
the story of you.
Yes, exactly. It's a very beautiful book. It tells us, all these questions asked by the religious people and the spiritual people. Who are you? Stuff. Think that what happens when you are in dream, what is consciousness. He answers all those questions very beautifully in scientific manner, rather than giving all this spiritual bullshits. He explains it in very rationally, right from our action potential that has in our nerves, on our axons. So it's a very beautiful book. I recommend that book to understand. Once you read that book, you will throw away religion and spirituality away from your life. So It's a very beautiful.
They made one BBC, series it seems, based on the same book.
Yes.
Now I'm seeing in Amazon.
Yes,
Now
yes.
an acclaimed BBC TV series they made. Yeah.
Yes. Thank you, sir. Thank you for the opportunity.
Yeah, Vasantan sir, I think for the Phantom Limb, it is V.S. Ramachandran's book, sir. Telltale Brain was one of his book, and also Phantom Limb Effect. There is another book written by him, by V.S. Ramachandran. He also talks about this Phantom Limb effect.
Yes, he's a neurosurgeon.
Yes,
he's a
yes.
neurosurgeon. Correct.
And
He's from my place only, Pondicherry, Villianur.
Oh,
I think
Villianur, yes,
he's about to get a Nobel
Ramachandran.
Prize. I think he will get a Nobel Prize next year. There is a expectation, recommendation. Let's see. That also is a very beautiful book.
Yes, sir. And you also mentioned about these dreams, no, sir? Is it Why We Sleep, that book? Because I have seen that book also, Why We Sleep. There is a book also. That is also quite interesting.
No. This is about brain. It's fully about brain, and dream is a part of the answers.
Okay. Oh, sir, I got it. The David Eagleman, right? About the brain book.
Yes,
Yeah. I have read that book, sir. It's right. Yeah. It's quite amazing book.
Right?
Yeah.
Sometimes we close the book and we start to wonder, what the hell, who are we? End of the day, we are
It's
just
way back I have read that book.
That's it.
Yeah.
End of the day, we are just chemicals, neurons and hormones, and a neurotransmitter that guide us, serotonin, dopamine, endorphin, oxytocin. These are the things that guide us. These are the things that makes our day. These are the things that makes us sad. Endorphin, cortisol, norepinephrine. You read it, you go like,
Yes.
what the hell? I'm done by chemicals. So nice book.
Yes, sir. I think we took a session. I mean, this session went on for almost 3 hours now, sir. I think I'm happy that you came back. I think you were in another session, if I'm not wrong. I'm very happy that you have been. I think you made us, like.
Yes, sir. In fact, we will do state-wise, like Kerala. I know Kerala people also, rationalist people, science-loving people, science forum people, and Tamil Nadu Science Forum, Andhra Forum, Kannada. We all have a discussion, like South Indian states. How do we promote science in our southern states? We'll have a discussion on that.
Sure, sir. Just invite me, sir. Send me a link.
Sure.
I'll join in, sir.
Definitely. No, I'm planning. So once it happens, I'll send link to all of these noble people here, moderators who are interested in science. They can come and share their views.
Sure, sir. So happy to join you, sir. If that is the case, just do let me know when is the right time, or the time when you are going to arrange that event. Happy to join you, sir.
Sure, sir. Thank you, sir. Can I take leave? I have some.
Sure, sir. Sure. No problem. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much. Yes, sir.
Thank you, everybody.
ಎಸ್ ತುಂಬ ಡೀಟೇಲ್ಡಾಗಿ ಅವರು ಹೇಳಿದ್ರು, ಭಾಳಷ್ಟು ವಿಷಯಗಳನ್ನು ಹಂಚ್ಕೊಂಡು ಅದ್ರ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ನಾನು ಹೇಳಬೇಕು ಅಂತಿದ್ದೆ, ಅವರೇ ಬಂದು ಹೇಳಿದ್ರು. ತುಂಬ ಅದ್ಭುತವಾದಂಥದ್ದು ಬುಕ್, ಅದು ಓದಿರೋ ಒಂದು ಅನುಭವ ಇದೆ. ಸೊ ಐ ಥಿಂಕ್ ತುಂಬ ಡೀಟೇಲ್ಡಾಗಿ ಇವತ್ತು ನಾವು ಸೆಷನ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೀವಿ. ಭಾಳಷ್ಟು ಜನಕ್ಕೆ ಉಪಯೋಗ ಆಯಿತು ಅನ್ನೋದು ನನ್ನ ಒಂದು ವೈಯಕ್ತಿಕ ಅನಿಸಿಕೆ ಆಗಿದೆ. ತಪ್ಪದೆ ನಮ್ಮ ಒಂದು ಮಾಡರೇಟರ್ಸ್ಗಳನ್ನು ನೀವು ಫಾಲೋ ಮಾಡಿ. ಮೇಲ್ಗಡೆ ನಿಮ್ಮಷ್ಟಿಲ್ಲ ಬ್ರೋ ಅಫಿಷಿಯಲ್ ಅಂತ ಹಸಿರು ಮನೆ ಏನಿದೆ, ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಹೋದರೆ ನೀವು ನಮ್ಮ ಈ ಒಂದು ಇದಕ್ಕೆ ಕೂಡ ನೀವು ಮೆಂಬರ್ ಆಗ್ಬೋದು. ನಾಳೆ ಕೂಡ ಒಂದು ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀವಿ. ಲೋಕೇಶ್ ಸರ್ ಅವರು ಈಗ ಮಾಡರೇಟರ್ ಆಗಿದ್ದಾರಲ್ಲ, ಅವರು ಆರ್ಗನೈಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ. ನಾಳಿನ ಒಂದು ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮ ಕೂಡ ಮಧ್ಯಾಹ್ನ 3 ಗಂಟೆಗೆ ನಾವು ಅರೇಂಜ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀವಿ. ಗ್ರಾಮ ಪಂಚಾಯತಿಗೆ ಸಂಬಂಧಪಟ್ಟಂಥ ವಿಷಯಗಳನ್ನು ನಾವಲ್ಲಿ ಮಾತಾಡ್ತೀವಿ. ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಬಹಳಷ್ಟು ಜನ ಒಂದು ಕ್ಷೇತ್ರದಲ್ಲಿ, ಅವರ ಒಂದು ಕ್ಷೇತ್ರದಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾರು ಸಾಧಕರಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಅವರನ್ನು ಗುರುತಿಸ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಅವರಿಗೊಂದು ಈ ವೇದಿಕೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವು ಒಂದು ಆಹ್ವಾನವನ್ನು ನೀಡ್ತೀವಿ. ಅವರು ಬಂದು ಸಾಧನೆಗೆ ಸಂಬಂಧಪಟ್ಟಂಥ, ಅಂದರೆ ಅವರು ಮಾಡಿದಂಥ ವಿಚಾರಕ್ಕೆ ಸಂಬಂಧಪಟ್ಟ ಕೆಲಸದ ವಿಷಯಗಳನ್ನು ಹಂಚ್ಕೊತಾರೆ. ಈ ಹಿಂದೆ ನಾವು ಮಕ್ಕಳ ಗ್ರಾಮ ಸಭೆ ಅನ್ನುವಂಥ ಒಂದು ಇದರಲ್ಲಿ ಮಕ್ಕಳಿಗೆ ಯಾವ ರೀತಿ ಏನೇನು ಚೇಂಜಸ್ನ ತಂದಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಗ್ರಾಮ ಸಭೆಯ ಮಟ್ಟದಲ್ಲಿ ಅನ್ನುವಂಥ ವಿಚಾರಗಳನ್ನು ಹಂಚ್ಕೊಂಡಿದ್ರು. ಆಮೇಲೆ ನಾವು ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಇದರಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವು ಶಿಕ್ಷಣಕ್ಕೆ ಸಂಬಂಧಪಟ್ಟಂಥ ಮಾತುಗಳನ್ನೆಲ್ಲ ಮಾತಾಡಿದ್ವಿ, ಅಂದರೆ ವೇದಿಕೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವು ಚರ್ಚೆಗಳನ್ನು ಮಾಡಿದ್ವಿ. ಭಾನುವಾರ ನಾವು ಗ್ರಾಮ ಸಭೆ, ಅಂದರೆ ಇದಕ್ಕೆ ಸಂಬಂಧಪಟ್ಟಂಥ ವಿಚಾರಕ್ಕೆ ಮಾತ್ರ ನಾವು ಸೀಮಿತವಾಗಿಟ್ಟಿದ್ದೀವಿ. ಶನಿವಾರ ವಿಶೇಷವಾಗಿ ವಿಜ್ಞಾನ ಪುಸ್ತಕ ವಿಮರ್ಶೆ, ಕಳೆದ ವಾರ ಒಂದು ಪುಸ್ತಕದ ವಿಮರ್ಶೆ ನಾವು ಸುದೀರ್ಘವಾಗಿ ನಡೆಸಿದ್ವಿ ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮನ. ಹಾಗೆ ಇನ್ನೂ ವಾಸ್ತವವಾದಂಥ ವಿಜ್ಞಾನದ ಸಂಬಂಧಪಟ್ಟಂಥ ವಿಚಾರಗಳು, ಹೀಗೆ ಹಲವಾರು ವಿಷಯಗಳನ್ನು ನಾವು ಶನಿವಾರಕ್ಕೆ ಮೀಸಲಿಟ್ಟಿರ್ತೀವಿ.